Testing. Oh, it's good. It works. Okay. Right up on it and loud. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
I have some left brain stuff. My name is Leslie. I have some left brain stuff to get out. I want to do this because, and I want to read it just to get it right. I am speaking on behalf of Delaware County Pride. My position is transgender liaison, and I also do a support and or discussion group every month, the last Monday of every month, for those of us who need other people to talk to. And here's the blurb the DCP is made of the LGBTQIA community and our allies. Our mission statement: we stand as a beacon of hope and unity within our community and beyond. We are a family of individuals from all walks of life, joined together by the common goals of acceptance, equality, and celebration of diversity. We hold events. And us for Delaware County Pride at the Andes Hotel. It's from 4 to 10 p.m. This year's theme is 60s Pride, honoring an era of resistance, resilience, and radical joy. Expect music, dancing, delicious food, retro flair, and a whole lot of love. So come as you are, groovy, glittery, or somewhere in between, and help us turn protest into party just like they did back then. We'll see you at the Andes Hotel. So that's the left brain.
Change happens when we remind Washington that this country belongs to us, we the people. They say there's no money for SNAP, healthcare, seniors, but somehow there's always money for political theater. Tanks rolling, jets flying, not to keep us safe, but for show, all paid for with our tax dollars. This is not the way to honor our troops. We should be funding veterans' health care, not pageantry. And let's be clear. On June 14, 1775, the Continental Congress created the U.S. Army to fight against a mad king, not to serve one. And today, which is Flag Day, we should remember that this holiday was actually started to teach the children of immigrants that the flag belongs to all of us. It stands for liberty, justice, and the rule of law. We are reclaiming our flag. We are all Americans. So, no matter who you voted for, you know it to be true that we should not have troops in our streets. We should not be having, fear should not be used to divide us. And we shouldn't be cutting essential programs while the wealthy grow even richer. And if anyone's forgotten, we're here to remind them that in America, we don't do kings. This flag, this country, and this promise of equality.
We're in a mess right now. We are in an absolute mess, and spreading more hate is not the answer. That's the way I feel. And I want to say that love is not just a tiny bit stronger than hate. It's a lot stronger. It's like a drop of oil to an ocean, right? That's how much stronger it is. And the only problem with hate is it sticks to us. It's like an infection. It spreads. And it's hard to get rid of it once you have it. But love is tough also, because it's kind of slippery. If you're not used to it at first, it slips through your fingers. But if you get used to loving others and bring love into your heart, it grows. And it is the way out, in my opinion. And here's the last thing I will say. If every loving one of us together said enough hate We're done listening to you. We're not going to be led into darkness anymore. We, the people of the United States of America, as we are forming a more perfect union, can banish hate right out of existence. It is possible. My name is Leslie, and I'm grateful to be here.
I listen and I pay attention to what's going on. And today I am here to speak the truth. I'm speaking the truth that you know as well as I do. The truth that immigrants are not inherently dangerous. That they are real people, not animals, with dignity and dreams and families and friends who love them.
Bye-bye.
The truth that the work of immigrants among us is essential and helpful. And the truth that most of us have grandparents or great-great-great-great-grandparents who are immigrants. So the immigrants are us. We speak the truth that trans kids and trans people are not a threat to the American way. They are part of the American way, just as the rest of us are. The truth that compassion is a sign of strength, not of weakness. It's a sign that our hearts and minds are healthy enough to stretch beyond ourselves to care for others. Compassion is who we are created to be. I speak the truth that love and acceptance of each other is the way of goodness. My Constitution are the first three words: we the people. I speak the truth that the troops of our military services are for the protection of the people of this country, not for the subjection of the people of this country. And I speak the truth that we have the power, that we embody the power to change whatever it is that needs to be changed in this world. That is, I name the truth before you, that we together are the answer to all the wrongs that I have delineated. That as Bishop William Barber declared this week, no one can be a king unless we bow. Don't bow. Stand up for the truths you know to be self-evident, just as you're doing today. That we are all created equal, endowed by our Creator with unalienable rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Over and over again, this would-be king and his administration have had to stand down because the people rise up. Rachel Maddow reported on neighbors in Massachusetts and in Missouri, in California and in New Mexico, who are standing up for friends who have been whisked away by ICE. And those people have been returned to their communities because their communities rose up and said, absolutely not, bring them back. Constant calls from constituents have lit fires under Democratic members of Congress to use their
perfect nation. But we certainly have some foundations that are worth fighting for, which I'm pretty sure is why most all of you are out here today. The early Americans who declared and fought for our independence and later wrote our Constitution did get a few things right, despite their many flaws. They knew that this country was no place for a king, that power must be shared, that due process must be upheld for everyone, and that the freedom to speak our minds, to protest, to worship, and to associate how we see fit was fundamental to making sure we never slid backwards into another monarchy. In the years that followed, slowly but surely, we improved on these ideals in a long and often painful march forward to a slightly more perfect union. We're not there yet, but we're on the way. As we've seen in recent days, however, these constitutional protections upon which our freedoms stand aren't completely safe from corruption and abuse. And make no mistake, The constitutional crisis we've all been talking about is already here. A power-hungry narcissist who occupies the office of president and who is surrounded by no checks, no balances, and a bunch of yes men, no respect for the Constitution, and a fourth estate that only cares about headlines, can quickly plunge peaceful communities into chaos. And make no mistake about it, in this political environment, everyone is at risk. Those of us who stand in opposition, those who take no stand at all. Those on the front lines in these unlawful immigration raids, and those of us further afield. And while it might not feel like it right now, even those who, for the time being, are in support of our wannabe king. All of us stand to lose, and far too many already have. With eroded due process protections and First Amendment rights, you don't have to be an extremist in order to be treated like one. You only have to make His Majesty unhappy while he tweets from his golden throne or attempts to rule from his golf course. This lack of rights for anyone is a threat to us all. And this is the downside of my speech. This is the uplifting part. And this is where we come in. Whether it's on the streets of Los Angeles or right here in rural Delhi, we are the Constitution's most vital line of defense. When many elected and appointed officials have abdicated their power to rein in this madness, it is up to us, in the streets, in our families, in our communities, to resist, to call out injustice, to put up roadblocks to tyranny, to build resilience, to melt some icy hearts, and to remind these cowards that in this country, we the people are the ones who reign. Now, I wish I could tell you that this is going to be an easy path, but I think most of us already know that it is and has been and will continue to be a struggle. But I am 100% certain that we're on the right side of history here. In solidarity with those who came before us, we must continue the fight. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the only option, and not a difficult choice. Any day of the week, I would rather stand with those who ran the Underground Railroad than with those who were chasing slaves. I'd rather stand by the women and civil rights pioneers who won the rights to vote and to be equal than those who blocked the polls, schools, and lunch counters. I'd gladly stand next to those brave soldiers, like my grandpa, who answered the call and went overseas to fight fascism and end a genocide, rather than those who goose-stepped and locked order with that kind of evil. And I'd rather their pride, their identity, and their humanity, rather than those who would push it all back in the closet. Any single day. And this right here is what makes us great. Our history, the good and learning from the bad. Our struggles, our ability to live these lives we have created. While all of us, and all of this is surrounded by a ton of uncertainty, one thing I am certain of is that I'm super glad to be in this fight alongside all of you. As we get ready to hit the street up here in the mountains, we don't need a king.
Justified must be challenged. Oppression disguised in holiness is still oppression. And if your solidarity ends where your identity, comfort, and public image begins, then it's not truly solidarity at all. World building for our survival. Here are 5 suggestions to contribute to the necessary project of compassionate world building. Donate time, money, or resources to local refugee support organizations like Open Catskills. Especialmente si hablas español. Contact Open Catskills through their website, opencatskills.org. 2. Challenge the two-party system. Join or support a third party, like the Working Families Party, that centers justice and labor instead of corporate power. 3. Care for our youth. Think about the Black Panthers' free breakfast program. Then imagine what we could do if every child in our communities had what they needed to thrive, not just survive, thrive. 4, organize or support civil disobedience, shut down the roads, disrupt the status quo, confront genocide apologists, be a wrench in the cog of the machine, especially if you're white and protected by your privilege. And 5, run for sheriff. Yes, I'm serious. That asshole in office, get him out. Do something you can and support that campaign. Get to your neighbors. Power is local. Everyone here must do something now because tomorrow is too late. And I'll end with this, and please repeat after me. No more kings.
No more kings.
No more complacency.
No more complacency.
Just us.
Just us.
And our ancestors.
Our ancestors.
And the earth.
And the earth.
Thank you.
Stand up, fight back! What do we do? Stand up, fight back! What do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do? When immigrants are under attack, what do we do?
Oh yeah? Okay. No kings. Now.
What do we want?
No kings. Now. Welcome here, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, 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 no fear.
Immigrants are welcome here.
No hate, no fear.
Immigrants
Are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear.
Immigrants